Welcome, curious minds, to another deep dive. We live in a world absolutely swimming with advice on achieving success, self-help books, online gurus, endless articles.
Yeah, it's a lot.
It really is. It's easy to feel overwhelmed. Maybe wonder where you can find truly actionable insights, the kind that actually stick. Well, consider this deep dive your shortcut.
Precisely.
hmm
Our mission today is to cut through all that noise. We've unearthed a truly comprehensive source, one that distills universal principles of success from literally hundreds of interviews with top achievers across, well, every field imaginable.
Okay.
Our goal is to equip you with fundamental practical tools to move from where you are right now to exactly where you want to be.
And when we say comprehensive, we genuinely mean it. The author of our source material, he didn't just write a book from an armchair. Not at all.
No.
He started his journey working for a self-made multimillionaire, W. Clement Stone, who personally trained him in these very principles. From there, he dedicated his life to interviewing successful individuals. Olympic athletes, celebrated entertainers, best-selling authors, business titans, political leaders. I mean, he's read thousands of books, attended countless seminars.
Yeah, it's incredible depth. This isn't just theory. It's a lifetime of deep learning distilled from,
Mm.
real-world application.
Exactly.
It truly is.
Yeah.
And at the heart of all this wisdom lies a deceptively simple formula. E plus R equals O.
E plus R-O.
Event plus response equals outcome. This is the bedrock principle that says you always have the power to change things. If the outcomes in your life aren't what you'd hoped for, you essentially have two fundamental choices.
Okay, and this is where it gets really powerful, I think, because our first instinct often leads us astray, right?
Mm.
We tend to blame the event.
The
Yeah, the economy, the weather, maybe a lack of money or education, perhaps perceived biases, or even your boss's attitude. These external factors are real, they exist. But if they were the deciding factor, the ultimate roadblock, then, well, no one would ever overcome adversity to succeed.
Exactly. The source hammers this point home with some really powerful examples that defy that blaming narrative. Think of Jackie Robinson, Sidney Poitier, Denzel Washington,
Amazing example.
Dianne Feinstein, Barbara Boxer, Aaron Brockovich, Bill Gates, Steve Jobs. Every single one faced significant, undeniable obstacles. Yet, they didn't just survive, they thrived, achieved incredible things.
Right.
The core message is blunt, but empowering.
Mm.
It is not the external conditions and circumstances that stop you. It is you. We often stop ourselves with limiting thoughts and self-defeating behaviors, or perhaps more subtly, with inaction.
Inaction, that's such a critical point. It's not just what you do, but what you don't do that shapes your outcomes.
Absolutely.
Like maybe your house is chaotic because you didn't follow through on setting boundaries, or you missed a promotion because you didn't make time for essential seminars, or your car breaks down because, you neglected maintenance. These aren't random occurrences. They're direct outcomes of choices, or maybe non-choices you made.
Absolutely. It circles back to how you respond, both mentally and physically, to any given event. That response and the quality of it, that's the part you always control. It truly is the ultimate lever for change in your life.
So once you truly embrace that radical responsibility, what naturally follows, apparently it's about thinking big.
Yes, bigger visions.
Michelangelo famously put it this way: the greater danger for most of us is not that our aim is too high and we miss it, but that it is too low and we reach it.
Such a great quote.
Isn't it? The common thread among high achievers is consistently having bigger visions.
It's a striking pattern. Dave Liniger, the CEO of Remax, he summed it up perfectly. Always dream big dreams. Big dreams attract big people.
Huh. Interesting.
And General Wesley Clark echoed that sentiment, noting it takes no more energy to create a colossal dream than it does a tiny one.
Wow.
I mean, consider the sheer scale of John F. Kennedy's moonshot, Martin Luther King Jr.'s dream of equality, Bill Gates' vision of a computer on every desk, or Buckminster Fuller's global power grid. These weren't modest aspirations. They were, well, audacious.
Absolutely audacious. What's truly fascinating, though, is how the mind plays into this, beyond just, wishing. As Napoleon Hill observed, whatever the mind can conceive and believe, it can achieve.
The power of belief.
Right. Your mind truly is powerful enough to deliver everything you desire, but the belief in its possibility is the non-negotiable ingredient. And modern science is actually catching up to this, showing our brains respond not just to incoming information, but to what they expect to happen, often based on past experiences or, deeply held beliefs.
So if your brain is operating on a set of subconscious expectations, How do you change those to align with these bigger dreams?
Good question.
Well, take Tim, for example, who won a competition not just because he wanted to, but because he believed he could win. That was the difference. Or Ruben Gonzalez, the luge athlete. I mean, despite his sport's extreme danger and high attrition rate, he powered through, repeatedly affirming, no matter how bad it is and how bad it gets, I'm going to make it.
Wow.
That unwavering belief, coupled with passion and commitment, that was his fuel.
This raises an important question, though. Is believing in yourself something you're just born with, or can it be, cultivated?
Yeah, the source makes it really clear. It's a choice. It's an attitude you actively develop.
Okay.
And groundbreaking brain research increasingly shows that with consistent positive self-talk, vivid visualization, deliberate practice, anyone can develop new skills, new beliefs, and learn almost anything.
So it's learnable.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Which brings us to perhaps the most limiting phrase in our vocabulary. I can't.
Oh, yeah.
The source calls it the most powerful force of negation in the human psyche. They even share this compelling observation from certain seminars, where using principles from applied kinesiology, which looks at how energy flows through the body.
Right. Muscle testing and things like that.
Exactly. Saying, I can't, literally appeared to weaken a person's arm, while I can do it, seemed to strengthen it.
That's fascinating.
It's a fascinating illustration of the profound, even physical impact our internal language has on us.
And much of our fear, it turns out, is self-created. Like Mark Twain famously quipped, I have lived a long life and had many troubles, most of which never happened.
So true. So much worrying about things that never materialize.
Yeah. The source offers a powerful technique to disarm fear. Consciously replace those scary images with their positive opposite outcomes.
Okay, how does that work?
Like, imagine that car breakdown actually leading you to a new loving relationship, or job loss becoming the catalyst for discovering your dream career, or even a health scare leading to a healthier, more balanced life than you ever imagined.
That's a powerful reframe. A truly profound example of this comes from Captain Jerry Coffey, a Vietnam POW who endured 7 years in solitary confinement.
7 years. Unimaginable.
Right. He didn't allow himself to be defined by his tragic circumstances. Instead, he reframed his captivity not as a punishment, but as a unique opportunity to get to know both himself and God better.
Wow. That's an astonishing shift in perspective.
It really is. It liberated his spirit even when his body was confined.
That mental liberation is key, and it leads us directly to charting our course with a clear purpose. The author of our source shares his own deeply personal experience of discovering his true purpose or right livelihood, a realization that utterly transformed his approach, infusing passion and even fun into everything he did.
It echoes Pat Williams, the senior vice president of the Orlando Magic. When asked about the secret to success, he offered simple yet profound advice. Figure out what you love to do as young as you can, and then organize your life around figuring out how to make a living at it.
Simple but powerful.
He himself used his childhood love for baseball as his guiding star.
So, to help you uncover your purpose, the source offers a practical 3-step exercise. Pretty straightforward.
Okay, let's hear it.
First, list 2 unique personal qualities you possess, like, say, enthusiasm or creativity. Second, list 1 or 2 ways you enjoy expressing those qualities, perhaps to support, to inspire, or to create something.
Got it. Qualities, expression.
And third, describe your perfect world in a concise present tense statement. Focus on how people interact, what the atmosphere feels like. This helps you clarify your core contribution.
Okay, that makes sense. Clarifying the why. Once that purpose begins to crystallize, the next crucial step is to define it through specific written goals.
The writing it down part, always important.
Crucial. The source really emphasizes to write it out in detail, treating your goals like precise specifications for a work order, for the universe, or your subconscious mind, however you want to frame it.
Specifications, I like that.
Yeah, you need to include every single detail for a house. That means location, landscaping, even the type of furniture, and a specific completion date. This clarity is what allows things to start moving.
And within those goals, there's this powerful concept called a breakthrough goal. That one goal whose achievement would fundamentally change everything else in your life.
Right, the linchpin goal.
Exactly. The prime example, of course, is the Chicken Soup for the Soul series itself. Achieving that book goal was a massive breakthrough for the authors.
Huge.
It led to international recognition, incredible demand for their work, a massive increase in income, and a far larger impact on the world than they probably could have initially imagined.
So, to truly activate your subconscious mind, and your brain's reticular activating system, which is essentially your brain's filter, programming it to notice opportunities related to your goals.
RES.
You need to reread your goals 3 times a day, and not just silently. Do it out loud with passion, vividly picturing and feeling the accomplishment. This consistent mental rehearsal generates new ideas and, frankly, supercharges your motivation.
And to really amplify that visualization, you need to fuel your images with emotion.
Emotion, okay. Why emotion?
Well, researchers know that intense emotions indelibly lock memories, right? Like where you were during the JFK assassination or on 9/11. You remember those moments vividly.
Absolutely.
You can bring that same emotional intensity to your visualizations. Add inspiring music, maybe immerse yourself in real-life smells associated with the goal. Even shout your affirmations with passion. The more emotion you infuse, the more powerful the result.
Okay, so make it visceral. If you find yourself struggling to visualize, though, the source recommends use printed pictures to help you.
Like a vision board?
Sort of, yeah. Or
Yeah.
even just single images. Take a photo in your dream car, or cut out your own picture and place it on a poster of the Eiffel Tower if that's your goal. The author did this with a picture of the Sydney Opera House.
And
And within a year, he was standing right in front of it. It's a tangible anchor for your mental images.
that directly connects to the act as if principle and the law of attraction, doesn't it?
Exactly. By consistently creating the mental and emotional vibration of already having something, you accelerate its arrival. The author himself acted as if he were an international consultant, and opportunities started appearing.
He tells another story about a party where people dressed up and acted as if their wildest visions had already come true.
Right. And later, a fake book jacket photo they'd created that night actually appeared on the real best-selling book. It's about embodying the future you desire right now.
Embodying the future now. I like that.
Okay, so moving from vision and intention to tangible results. Well, that demands action.
Action. Here we go.
As Abraham Lincoln wisely said, things may come to those who wait, but only the things left by those who hustle. And John Ruskin added, the only consequence is what we do.
It's the simple truth, isn't it? The world doesn't pay you for what you know. It pays you for what you do.
Precisely. The universe inherently rewards action. And it's surprising how many bright, capable people get, bogged down in analyzing, planning, and organizing instead of simply taking that crucial first step.
Analysis paralysis.
Totally.
Yeah.
A powerful illustration comes from the initial marketing of Chicken Soup for the Soul. The author didn't wait to learn the correct way to promote a book. He just started sending free excerpts to newspapers. Just did it.
Wow. Okay.
And Jana, a musician, she faced a career roadblock that forced her to take action and find a deeper purpose. Uplifting people through music. That seemingly chaotic action, driven by purpose, ultimately led to her breakthrough.
So it's the ultimate just do it message. Ray Bradbury encapsulated it perfectly. First, you jump off the cliff and you build wings on the way down.
Build wings on the way down. Love that. Learning often happens on the job, not just in theory. The author himself started as a history teacher with much to learn about teaching, but he learned it by doing it.
Yeah, trial by fire sometimes.
Which leads to the practical rule of 5. Commit to 5 specific, small daily actions toward your goal, like 5 swings at a mighty tree. Over time, those consistent, focused actions will inevitably lead to completion.
5 swings a day. Manageable.
Taking action often means confronting fear and taking proactive leaps. Bob Proctor reminds us, we can either tiptoe through life, or we can live a full, complete life.
Choose life.
Choose life. Successful people don't magically lack fear. They feel the fear and do it anyway. Jeff Arch, the screenwriter for Sleepless in Seattle, even described a good terrified. That feeling that keeps you alert and on your toes, not paralyzed.
A good terrified. Interesting distinction. Think about Mike from Beach Activities of Maui. He wanted a hotel contract in Hawaii, so what did he do?
He flew to Colorado to meet the general manager before the guy even moved to Hawaii.
Just because a friend casually suggested, why don't you just hop on a plane and go see him?
That audacious, proactive leap paid off immensely. Or Bob, who accepted a reporter's challenge to buy a property in just 72 hours and pulled it off in 24.
24 hours.
Then he took it further, challenging himself to train an unemployed person to earn $5,000 in 90 days. Even partial success from bold action can totally transform lives.
Absolutely. And that action demands perseverance. The source offers a powerful truth. Pain is only temporary. The benefits last forever.
That's potent. Consider Shun Fujimoto, the Olympic gymnast. He landed a perfect dismount on a broken knee to secure a gold medal for his team.
Incredible story. The willpower.
Right. Or Weiland, the artist, who spoke of suffering initially, pushing through discomfort to achieve success on your own terms.
It's about a whatever-it-takes commitment, like John Assaraf's relentless early real estate venture, and it profoundly means putting in the time.
Oh yeah, the time. Michael Crichton, despite his genius, famously said books aren't written, they're rewritten. Ernest Hemingway apparently rewrote Farewell to Arms 39 times.
39 times.
And M. Scott Peck relentlessly promoted The Road Lesson, traveled through 1,000 radio interviews in the first year just to keep it on the bestseller list. That's dedication.
That's hustle, which naturally leads us to a fundamental question of action. Are you truly willing to ask for what you want?
The asking part can be tough.
It can. But the source passionately encourages it, emphasizing you have nothing to lose and everything to gain, as Donna Hutcherson demonstrated by getting countless freebies just by politely asking.
Just asking, and there are clear, specific guidelines on how to ask. First, ask as if you genuinely expect to get it.
Expectancy.
Second, assume you can. Third, ask someone who can actually give it to you. Seems obvious, but...
Yeah, good point.
And fourth, be incredibly clear and specific. Don't just ask for more money. Ask for a precise amount. Chad's inspiring story of asking for $25,000 for a river cleanup project with no formal proposal, just pure desire and enthusiasm, perfectly illustrates this.
Wow. Just passion and clarity.
This brings us to a crucial, often misunderstood concept. Rejection is a myth.
Ooh, provocative. Explain that.
The source explains that rejection is not an external event. It's a self-imposed mental construct. If you ask someone to dinner and they say no, your situation hasn't objectively worsened. Nothing actually changed externally.
Oh.
It's only your internal self-talk, your interpretation, that makes it feel like a rejection.
This is such a powerful reframe. Consider the authors of Chicken Soup for the Soul. They faced over 130 rejections before finally finding a publisher.
130. Most people would have given up long before that.
Right. They didn't dwell on the no, they simply kept saying next. That unwavering perseverance, fueled by reframing rejection as just not yet, led to 8 million copies sold and a massive international series. It's truly transformative.
So reframing rejection is key. This whole journey of action and perseverance, it involves constant course correcting, which highlights the goldmine of feedback and intuition.
Feedback and intuition. Okay.
The source uses the analogy of walking blindfolded towards a target. You're constantly veering off course, but you reach the goal precisely by adjusting to feedback. Being off course isn't failure, it's simply vital information.
Information, not failure. I like that. And it's about asking two profoundly vital questions, both for self-improvement and for strengthening relationships. What worked and what didn't, and what would it take to make it a 10?
Make it to 10. Okay.
Yeah, making this a weekly ritual, even with your spouse or partner, can unlock incredible insights and growth.
Ignoring feedback just deprives you of crucial information. People often complain to the wrong person or just hold back their thoughts, right?
All the time.
That's why you need to actively create an environment where feedback is not just tolerated, but genuinely welcomed and received.
And on the flip side, external feedback, there's trusting your gut. Successful people consistently trust your intuition.
The inner voice.
Exactly. Bert Dubin, a real estate investor, trusted a strong gut feeling to drive all night to Kingman, Arizona, and found the exact property he wanted, even when he'd been told none were available. It was just this inexplicable inner knowing.
Your intuition communicates in various ways, could be visions, hunches, or internal voices. The critical rule here is, as soon as you think it, ink it.
Ink it, write it down.
Write it down, record it, something. Intuitive ideas are notoriously fleeting. They can evaporate within seconds. Carrying a small recorder or note cards to capture them immediately is a key practice.
Good practical tip. Listening pays off. Marcia Martin, an executive coach, taught a bank SVP to truly listen to his team instead of simply issuing instructions.
And what happened?
It led to far more powerful and productive meetings. Being truly interested in others, listening to understand their hopes, dreams, and fears, not just waiting for your turn to talk, is paramount.
Yeah, deep listening.
The author shares a moving example of a long conversation with his sister where simply listening for over an hour without offering advice led to her feeling profoundly clear and focused. Sometimes people just need to be heard.
Absolutely. And finally, to truly progress, you must face reality and embrace change. As Aldous Huxley said, facts do not cease to exist because they are ignored.
Can't argue with facts.
No. The first and most difficult risk is being brutally honest with yourself about what isn't working. Denying problems only prolongs the pain and prevents solutions. Successful individuals prioritize fixing problems over defending their current position.
Ego gets in the way sometimes.
Often. To actively embrace change, the source suggests a powerful series of reflective questions. What exactly are you resisting? Why are you resisting it? What are the perceived benefits of staying where you are? How can you begin to cooperate with the change? And most importantly, what's the very next smallest step you can take?
Breaking it down.
Exactly. Helps you move forward constructively one step at a time.
Okay, so that covers a lot of the external journey. Now let's turn our attention inward to cultivating a winning inner world and building a supportive external system.
Right, the inner game. The source emphasizes the critical importance of inner work, actively removing mental and emotional blocks, fears, self-defeating habits. They liken it to trying to drive a car with the emergency brake on. You just won't get far.
Spinning your wheels. And a huge part of the inner work is learning to talk to yourself like a winner. We know negative thoughts physically impact your body, right?
Yeah, the stress response and all that.
While positive thoughts release beneficial endorphins and promote relaxation, you can consciously transform that inner critic, that voice of doubt, into an empowering inner coach that champions your growth.
From critic to coach. I like that framing. A very common limiting belief is mind reading, assuming you know what others are thinking without actually asking.
Guilty as charged sometimes.
We all are. The source advises replacing this with the simple phrase, I don't know what he's thinking unless I ask him, and adopting the empowering mantra, when in doubt, check it out.
Simple and effective.
It eliminates so much unnecessary stress and miscommunication. Your subconscious mind is incredibly powerful and, well, uncritical. Your subconscious mind does not argue with you. It accepts what your conscious mind decrees.
So what you feed it matters.
Tremendously. Saying, I can't afford it, makes it true for your subconscious, while shifting to something like, how can I afford it, or I'll find a way, opens possibilities. Identifying and actively replacing these limiting beliefs, often ingrained from childhood, is essential.
And when creating new affirmations, remember the 4 rules. First person, I am. Present tense, I am, not I will be. Positive, what you want, not what you don't. And brief like a catchy advertising jingle.
Easy to remember, easy to repeat. Success also hinges on building strong habits and daily disciplines. The no exceptions rule for daily disciplines means a 100% commitment, like deciding you always exercise on certain days, no debate.
Like monogamy, the source says.
Exactly. It frees up enormous amounts of energy that would otherwise be spent on internal debate and willpower struggles. The author shared his personal experience of gradually changing his comfort zone regarding clothes, buying slightly better shirts each time, illustrating how small, consistent habits can slowly shift your comfort towards better.
Upgrading your normal. It's about consciously identifying and changing unproductive or negative habits, procrastinating, consistently arriving late, not delivering on promises. And there are practical tools for daily focus, like create your ideal day, vividly visualizing your entire next day unfolding perfectly from start to finish. This acts as a powerful way to program your subconscious for success before the day even starts.
Okay, proactive visualization. The Daily Success Focus Journal is another tool. A structured way to track your daily successes, the reasons behind them, areas for further progress, and crucial next actions.
The next actions part is key.
Absolutely vital. You have to transfer those next action items directly to your calendar or to-do list to maintain momentum. And remember, the ideal scene at the end of the day, consuming positive, inspiring material for the last 45 minutes before sleep.
Why the end of the day specifically?
Because it profoundly influences your sleep quality and your outlook for the next day. Think about how cramming for exams or watching a scary movie can affect your dreams or how you feel waking up. Same principle, but applied positively. Even Vinod Khosla, CEO of Sun Microsystems, tracked his family dinner time as a discipline to ensure life balance.
Wow, even at that level. Okay, let's talk about mastering your money mindset. This is a big one for a lot of people.
Huge. It's crucial to develop a positive money consciousness and consciously overcome any limiting beliefs about money, often subconscious ideas ingrained from childhood or societal messaging.
Money doesn't grow on trees, things like that.
Exactly, those kinds of things. The single most impactful habit of wealthy individuals, according to the source, is to pay yourself first.
Pay yourself first. Heard that before, but what does it really mean in practice?
Dr. John DeMartini, for example, transformed his finances by shifting from paying everyone else first, the bills, the creditors, to paying himself first, saving, investing, then taxes, then lifestyle, then bills with what was left. This fundamental reordering of priorities is key.
Changes the whole flow. The data supports this too. The number of millionaires in the US grew exponentially 7 million by 2000, projected 50 million by 2020, and most of these individuals are not celebrities or lottery winners.
Right, they are hardworking, methodical savers and investors. Becoming an automatic millionaire by setting up automatic paycheck deductions for investments like 401ks or other funds is a powerful passive strategy. Takes the decision-making out of it each month.
Set it and forget it. To master the spending game, you need to track your expenses. A highly revealing exercise the source suggests is to gather all the unused items you bought in the past year, clothes you never wore, gadgets you didn't use, and sum their cost.
Ouch, that could be painful but illuminating.
Exactly. It provides a stark, clear picture of hidden consumption patterns. Now, for increasing income, the advice is direct. To spend more, first, make more.
Makes sense? How?
This involves 3 steps. 1, determine your desired income or retirement goal. Get specific. 2, identify products or services that can generate that money. 3, develop and effectively deliver them.
This can involve entrepreneurship, generating revenue, or creating value within your current job, or developing multiple income streams on the side. Mike, who started D-Dots with just a $6,000 loan, and Dave Liniger, who innovated with the RE/MAX hybrid real estate model, are classic examples of identifying a need and building wildly successful businesses by serving it.
Finding a need and filling it.
Another powerful principle is give more to get more. This links directly to the concept of tithing, as Bob explained it, giving out of gratitude for what you've already received, not out of obligation.
Gratitude-based giving.
It also means sharing the wealth, like Chicken Soup for the Soul series did by involving more co-authors for greater reach and impact. It's about consistently going above and beyond in your service, like meticulously framing a painting for a client, detailing a car before delivery, or maybe working on your day off to help someone out.
Adding value beyond expectation. And this connects deeply to find a way to serve, specifically focusing on your core genius, that unique thing you love to do effortlessly, the activity you'd happily do for free. That's where your deepest value and passion perfectly align.
Finding that sweet spot. Okay, building on that, strategic boundary setting is essential for protecting your time and energy. You need to learn to just say no.
Harder than it sounds sometimes.
It is.
Yeah.
Especially to overcommitment and external expectations that don't align with your purpose. A helpful phrase the source offers is, it's not against you, it's for me.
Well, that's good. Non-confrontational.
Right. It sets a clear boundary without blaming or attacking the other person. Jim Collins' a profound insight, good is the enemy of great, perfectly encapsulates this.
Good is the enemy of great. Wow.
It means you must actively say no to the good so that you can say yes to the great. Sylvester Stallone's Rocky story is a powerful example. He famously said no to a huge offer for his script.
Because they didn't want him to star in it, right?
Exactly. He turned down guaranteed money to ensure he, and only he, could play Rocky Balboa. He prioritized the great opportunity, even though it was a long shot, over a substantial, good one.
Incredible conviction. Your relationships are absolutely critical to your success, too. Confidence is contagious. So is lack of confidence, as Vince Lombardi observed.
Who you surround yourself with matters.
Immensely. You need to consciously surround yourself with supportive, uplifting people and actively avoid psychic vampires, those individuals who just drain your energy with their negativity or constant complaints.
We all know a few of those. It's also about finding guidance. The source emphasizes to find a wing to climb under, meaning actively seek out mentors.
Mentorship. Crucial.
Highly successful people consistently apprentice themselves to masters in their field. Make a list of potential mentors and simply ask for a few minutes of their time each month. Les Brown was mentored by Dr. Norman Vincent Peale.
Wow.
And Jason, at just 18, wrote a book for his peers with the invaluable guidance of his mentor. It makes a huge difference.
Coaching is highlighted as another top strategy for accelerating success. A great coach clarifies your vision, supports you through fears, helps you maintain focus, gently confronts limiting behaviors, and ultimately helps you earn more while potentially working less.
Sounds invaluable.
The author shared his own personal experience of doubling his free time and significantly increasing his business income through coaching.
Real results. A mastermind group is another powerful tool, a structured group where members commit to telling each other the truth and providing valuable, constructive feedback, even when it's tough, like about overcommitting or thinking too small.
Honest feedback from peers.
Yeah. The process involves regular check-ins, collaborative brainstorming, and commitments to action. An accountability partner also offers immense value for sharing ideas, resources, and providing essential enthusiasm when your own motivation starts to wane.
Someone to keep you on track.
Another vital principle is to be a class act. Legendary coach John Wooden exemplified this. He meticulously provided constructive feedback, even to players he had to cut from the team, always enhancing their self-esteem in the process.
Even in difficult moments.
Especially then, consistently acting with integrity and treating everyone with respect naturally attracts business and fosters deep trust.
It's also about learning to tell the truth faster. The author himself won a significant contract by doing just that, being upfront about something. Marilyn, despite the immense difficulty, made the crucial decision to tell Phil Knight of Nike the unvarnished truth about product quality issues.
That must have been terrifying.
Probably.
Yeah.
But it ultimately saved an entire store concept. Honesty, delivered quickly, builds profound trust, even when the news is bad.
And you must speak with impeccability, because your words create a profound ripple effect, retuning the energy you put out into the world. In a sense, yeah. The source strongly warns against gossip and prejudging others, using a poignant teacher story about a student named Devin James as an example. Instead, consciously choose to treat everyone with respect and hold high expectations for them.
Assume the best in people. For intimate relationships, there's a powerful tool called the heart talk, a structured way to express your true feelings, foster deeper listening, and regain closeness.
How does that work?
It involves taking turns speaking and listening without interruption, focusing on feelings. In one family example, a heart talk helped dissipate deep-seated hostility, allowing love and understanding to truly emerge.
A structured way to communicate better. And finally, to move forward unencumbered, you must forgive others and yourself.
Forgiveness, so important, so hard sometimes.
It really is. But staying mired in past hurts, resentments, or self-blame drains valuable energy that is desperately needed for creating your future. The author shared his own experience of processing difficult business dealings through forgiveness and Simon's incredible triumph after a harrowing prison experience, all by consciously letting go of past burdens.
Letting go to move on, wow. We've really journeyed deep into some incredibly powerful, fundamental principles for success in this deep dive.
We really have.
From cultivating radical inner ownership and a grand vision to taking consistent, courageous external action, building profound resilience, and fostering a truly supportive network around you.
You now have essentially a comprehensive mental toolkit distilled from the experiences of hundreds of high achievers. The real power, of course, lies in applying these principles in your own life, starting today, and making significant positive changes.
And here's a final thought for you to chew on, something to take away. Empower yourself by empowering others. Consider how you might teach these very principles to someone else.
Teach to learn.
Exactly. It's often the single best way to truly master them yourself. And remember, as the source emphasizes, you are the same today as you'll be in 5 years, except for 2 things: the books you read and the people you meet. So keep learning, keep connecting, and keep diving deep.